Hi everyone, and welcome to another thought for the week. Now we've only got 2 more weeks of meeting up as a Wednesday group, so that just means 2 more videos, and I was thinking if I can only share 2 more thoughts with you, what are my final 2 thoughts going to be? So this is today's. God is with you. Now you may be thinking, okay, I know that, I've heard that before, but you know what, when I think about that, and I mean really think about it, it gives me a whole lot of confidence. It gives me hope, it gives me courage, and it helps me to remember that I am not ever on my own, even when I really feel like I am. Now, the main problem I have when it comes to this amazing promise from God is that I forget. I get so caught up in what's happening all around me that I forget who is with me all the time. I get so focused on worrying that I forget that there's loads of wisdom right here in my Bible. And I spend so much time worrying or trying to work out myself what is going to happen that I forget to ask God for help. Are you a little bit like me? Honestly, do you ever forget? Or maybe not completely forget, but do you ever forget to remember? Well, I thought we could put our memories to the test, so I've got a little memory challenge for us. I've collected together 20 items from all over my house, and your job is to remember as many as possible. So in a minute I'm going to show you them, and then I'm going to give you 2 minutes to remember as many as you possibly can. Now, if you come to our Wednesday group, just bring your list along. No cheating, don't go back and look. Just bring your list to our group and we'll see who's remembered what. If you don't come to our Wednesday group, but you're just watching this video for fun, feel free to go back and have a look what you've missed. Okay, so here are the 20 items for you to remember. Let me just come in a bit and I'll talk you through them. So starting at the front here, we have a Captain America sock. We have a padlock and a car. Behind that we have a calculator. We have an elephant's notebook, because elephants never forget, remember. We have a key, a piece of train track, a stone. Behind the stone is Tigger and a tin of baked beans. Moving over here we have a superhero mask, a dice, a coaster which says time to put your feet up. We have some sunglasses, they're very jazzy, aren't they? We have some Monopoly money, an orange paper clip, the hungry caterpillar, a colourful set of measuring spoons, a minion slipper, no that is not mine, and an Incredibles book. Okay, so let me just zoom out again so you can have a look at all 20. Just give you a few more seconds looking at all of them again, just to try and remember what we've got. Okay, and now we're going to give you 2 minutes to write down as many as you can remember. Are you ready? Get set and go. That is time up, everybody. Give me a wave if you remembered more than 10 things. Oh, very good. More than 15. All 20 without cheating. Well, well done, everyone. Sometimes it is good to give our memories a bit of a workout, isn't it? Because we do forget stuff. In the Bible, there are quite a few times when God gives someone a task to do and they don't think they're up to it, so they ask God a question. Think about Moses. So God told Moses that he was going to use him to bring all of his people out of slavery in Egypt and into the promised land. Then Moses asked God, "Who am I that I should go to Pharaoh and bring the Israelites out of Egypt?" Now God doesn't reply to Moses' question with a straight answer. He says, "I will be with you." Have you ever had that happen? You've asked someone a question and they haven't really answered your question. They've answered it with something else. God didn't answer Moses with the details that he wanted. He told him that he would be with him, which at that point was all he needed to know. And then there's Gideon. So God told him to go in the strength that he had and save Israel. So not a small task. Gideon says, "How can I save Israel? My clan is the weakest and I am the least in my whole family." And what was God's answer? You've guessed it. "I will be with you." And then there's Jeremiah. He was appointed by God to be a prophet to the nation. So his job was to take a message from God to the people. But he, just like Moses and Gideon, did not think that he was up to the task. This is what he said. He said, "I don't know how to speak. I'm only a child." God replied, "Do not say I am only a child." See, God can use anyone. He says, "You must go to everyone I send you and say whatever I command you. Don't be afraid of them, for I am with you and will rescue you." And this wasn't just an Old Testament thing. No, it carries on in the New Testament. So Mary, mother of Jesus, was singled out and given a very specific mission to be Jesus's mum. The angel who visited her with the news said, "Greetings, you who are highly favoured. The Lord is with you." So before she could even ask a question, God was reassuring her that he was going to stay right by her side through everything. And just in case words weren't enough, one of the names given to Jesus was Emmanuel, which means God with us. A walking, talking, living reminder of just how much God wants to be with people. And then there's the disciples. Just before Jesus went back to heaven, he said to them, "Surely I am with you always, even to the very end of the age." Well, guess what? The age hasn't ended yet, which means he's still with us. Here, today, in 2020, in the middle of this global pandemic, we can't meet up with our friends or our family, but God is still with us. And he'll go with us into whatever we face in the future. So you guys, a lot of you are getting ready to start secondary school. He'll be with you as you meet new people, as you start new classes, as you get to know a new building. He'll be with you when you've got homework and you just don't have a clue how to do it and what to do. And here's the really crazy thing. He's with you whether you believe in him or not, whether you pray or not, whether you read the Bible or not. He's right there by your side all the time. He would love you to talk to him and get to know him. He'd love you to build that relationship with him and put your trust in him, but he will stay with you regardless. When I was younger, I remember trying to outrun my shadow. I don't know if anyone else has ever done that. It started as a bit of fun, but I actually got really annoyed with it because I just couldn't get rid of it. I couldn't shake it off. Wherever I went, my shadow was there. And of course I couldn't, because it's my shadow, it was a part of me. But God will never, ever leave you. We can't see him with our eyes. We can't see him physically, but he's very real, very much alive, wants to talk to us and is always with us. And that is the first thing that I wanted to share with you. Part 2 will come next week, so you'll have to wait for that. I will see you shortly in our meeting. Don't forget to bring with you any thoughts and questions that you might have, and also your list of things that you remembered from our game a few minutes ago. And I will see you there.